Hello YouTube. This is Dee. It's been a long time. Also, as a precaution, I just want to disclose to you that I am in no way, shape, or form a makeup guru. I don't even kind of know what I'm doing. Like, okay, maybe that's just it. Like, I kind of know what I'm doing. Mediocre when it comes to I'm in the beginners category when it comes to applying my makeup. I literally have one makeup look that I do all the time, and I just thought I would share that with you guys. But please don't shun me for doing things wrong, because I will do things wrong, because I currently have no makeup on. If you can't tell by how raggedy I look, I don't know that I really need to prove it, but I see girls do this on YouTube videos all the time where they like prove it by wiping their face with a wet wipe. So I have a wet wipe here, and I'm just gonna prove it by wiping my face, because I see people do that. I don't know. And there's nothing on there. If it came out brown, that would have been kind of sad, because that would just mean I had a dirty face. But no, yeah, I just washed it. For moisturizing agent, for like lotion or like to moisturize my face, I don't have a primer. I don't have anything like fancy. Honestly, I use shea butter. So I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I use shea butter because I find that it does a really good job of getting rid of acne scars. And it's not that I have a huge issue with acne. However, you know, once a month you get that pimple, which was that one right there. And I had a series of them on the side of my face. And in history for me, ever since about middle school, I just use a little cocoa butter, shea butter, whatever, a natural thing. I put it on my face and all those marks go away typically. So that's what I'm doing now. And my mother taught me to always put your lotion on or your moisturizers on up in an upward motion, because when you age, you know, your wrinkles it prevents wrinkles. I don't really have too many wrinkles. They're coming in though. But I just want to, you know, it's a preventative measure. This is my going out makeup tutorial, but the thing is, I'm not really going anywhere, and I'm still dressed in like my jammies. My hair looks a hot mess. I look raggedy, and just to sell you the pitch, you know, I'm gonna glam up a bit. I wanted to get a little more dressed, so you can't even really see that was completely a pointless transition. Oh well. And anyways, usually I do my makeup before I get dressed and before I do my hair, which I didn't really do much. I didn't really do anything to it, but I usually do those things second and third, just because you don't want to get makeup on your outfit, and it's easier to do your hair. It's easier to do your makeup when your hair is off your face, which is kind of hard for me regardless because I have bangs, but I'm going to have to pin this right back up anyway, so all of that was just completely pointless. Good job, Dee. Good job wasting time. What I like to start with, the beauty supply store, just like a random palette. I have no idea. It says it's Nick-Hack, New York. This is my first time ever reading the brand, so 9 colors. And I basically use one out of this whole thing. I do not prime my eye. I don't normally prime my eye just because, honestly, my logic on this is weird. But I'm just gonna give it to you straight. I'm just gonna be honest. I have dark circles around my eyes, like so dark that I used to get called raccoon eyes. And the idea of priming my eye and doing a base and all of this stuff, just because like I would want to contour this area again anyway, just kind of seems like redundant. so I don't do that. But anyways, I start with my eyeshadow. Actually, this is where I go first. Just this one. So pretty. And sometimes I'll interchangeably use these two together, but mostly this one. But I just do like a little bit in the corner, like that, and then redab. I take it, and you see where that light is shining on my eye? I put some right there. Yikes. Glitter, 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 glitter. And that's step one. Same thing. Okay. I do that. Step one done. And I then go in with my eyeliner. I'm using Maybelline Masterpiece New York by Eye Studio Black Negro Noir. I just go over my line. I don't make it too thick. I don't make it too thin. I don't think. Anyways, that's what I do. Yeah. Right over that. That's better. I need one of these hand drawing kinds because I'm a mess. Now, I go in and conceal my flaws. I take my Pro Concealer LA Girl color Toffee. So, I take this, and as I mentioned to you, I have raccoon eyes. So I go through and do that. I double up on this part, so because I'm just really anal about my raccoon eyes. And then, okay, my eyebrows. I kind of just conceal this. And another thing I want to say about the eyebrows too, guys, if you're going out like fancy, it's a night out on the town or whatever, arch your eyebrows or pluck them or something. I pluck my eyebrows. I pluck my mustache. That's you. Did I say mustache? Get all that. I put one line down the middle. This is only for fancy days. Usually I don't do all this. Conceal that mustache you just plucked. I do my chin. And then, I don't know, I saw Kylie Jenner do this, and so I started concealing this area too. But I don't know why I just did it and it's worked out for me. It hasn't made me look any uglier, so I dab with my finger first. I use this little index finger. Is it the index finger? No, that's the ring finger. Fish. I use my ring finger, and I just dab, dab, dab. Now, if you have acne scars, or if you have things, that's what this concealer is made for. It's supposed to conceal all your problem areas before you apply your foundation. It does a really great job of hiding like little imperfections. And then I'm just doing this to highlight under my brow bone because I don't know, they just look fresh that way. They look like you just did them. Which, I mean, I did, but it looks even more fresh. I don't know. Is it weird that I do my whole face with the index finger, with this ring finger? I don't know, but that's what I do. I'm simple. And I'm probably not blending properly, but, Right. Okay, and then I go through with this little old raggedy sponge. Okay, and then I go in with my foundation. Now I'm somewhere in between a 340 and a 355. In the summertime I use 355, in the wintertime I use 340. So I'm gonna use 340 because it's cold as hell. Wasting makeup. And then same places. I just dab. Same places I concealed. I don't put makeup on my forehead. And same thing. I just use this finger. But yeah, Yeah, I don't do anything to my forehead and I don't put it on my nose. I don't know why I avoid those areas. It's just always been that way. This is the way I do my makeup. The way I do it. Then dab with this blender thing because we don't want it to. Also, blend under here. Okay, so and this is also Maybelline. I use a lot of Maybelline products. Maybelline Super Stay Concealer, right? Yeah, this is a concealer in the color medium deep. So with this concealer, I like to draw stuff on my face. So I draw a triangle, an upside down triangle, and then another upside down triangle. Accentuate that line again that we put on our nose earlier. Get rid of that mustache twofold. Again with the chin. Again with the jaw. And then I like to dab a little bit under my eyebrow. Just like that. I actually, at this stage, I do typically use my blender here. Okay. 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 Sorry. I had a South Park flashback. Here's the thing also. I live in China, and finding brown makeup just in general is like a real task here. It's a real task. So, I do not have a contour color. So I don't really contour. In addition to that, I have a very narrow face anyways. Okay, and then with my nose, I just kind of go up and down like that with my finger to blend it. Then I just go in and lightly brush my concealer. Okay, this is when I set everything with this hand-me-down powder. This is a translucent powder. I just dab it off. I don't put a lot though. Maybe I should put more. Okay, that's way too much. Yeah. Especially under my eyes because that's where I put most of the product. I don't want it to crease. Because it does that. I do my eyebrows. Is that weird? I don't know. I just like my eyebrows to be fresh. I like my eyebrows to be the last thing that I do. Personally, my eyebrows and my eyelashes. So, I have 2 eyebrow pencils that I got from a rinky-dink store here in China. It's very hard to find eyebrow pencils that are my color because most of them are like really light. So I got one in the color number 3, which is like a brown, and then which I didn't think would show up on my skin at all. And then I got the number 1, which is like a black. Because I bought one before that was black, and I thought, oh yeah, this is it. But it was actually like way too dark for me. I'll post pictures. I looked kind of ridiculous. So I go in with this brown in the front part of my eyebrow. Just to add some, sex appeal. Yeah, and it actually does show up on my skin fairly well. And then I just kind of follow the natural thing on my eyebrow. Yeah, and then I go back with the black and go on these parts that should be darker, which is like when you get into halfway into the eyebrow and into that arch. You want it to be a little more fleeky, Honestly, this thing is not very dark and it's not very sharp. I actually like it to, it's not a fine tip at all. And I actually like for my pencils to be very pointy. I usually like sharpen them to a point before I do my eyebrows. So this is very like lackluster for me, the way that my eyebrows are coming out. And yeah, I just like for my eyebrows to be the last thing that I do. I don't often mess up my eyebrows, so there's no need for me to do like heavy concealer. I've seen the YouTube gurus do it that way where you spend like 20-25 minutes on your brows. I just personally don't feel the need to do all that. And then my mascara. which I use Maybelline again, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Mascara. And yeah, I just drag this bad boy up until you can see them. And then I go in and I go like that. I pull it out like that. Yeah, and then that's that. I actually have fairly long eyelashes, so I've never done false lashes, and I'm kind of terrified of anything coming that close to my eye. I don't do much to my bottom lash line, just because, yeah, I'm terrified of poking myself in the eye. I can't wear contacts, so if I ever need glasses, I'm just gonna have to wear glasses. I cannot get that close to my eye. Okay, this is typically it. But if I'm trying to be extra cute, I will put some mascara, and you gotta be careful with this, on my bottom lashes, just a little bit. Too much. Okay, last thing I do. This is so raggedy. I don't have one of those little shimmer. I can't afford Rihanna's makeup line and all the little shimmer stuff that she has. But I like the look of it. So I have this excess gold eyeshadow that my mom bought me. I dip an old paintbrush in it that's clean. We'll use for makeup only, and I just go over where I would want that shimmer. And I do this after I set my face, just because I feel like it helps me blend it. I like to smile just so I get the highlighted areas perfect. Okay, and then I just do a little bit down the bridge of my nose. And then I take my finger and rub that, and then I do my own Cupid's bow. And that's pretty much it. With my lips, to get this nude kind of color thing going, when I'm adding my foundation, I just put my foundation all over my face, including my lips. I don't do that. I just put the whole thing on there. And then I go in with, you can go in with a Vaseline, your favorite lip gloss, lip balm, whatever. And I just use my favorite lip balm. And that's it for my makeup look, guys. Take the hair down and try to make it look kind of cute. Maybe do